This is the fit for today. I got this thrifting last week. It's my like purple and black. I don't know. It feels grandma coated. It feels grandma coated. I like it though. Got the spirit yellows today. I don't smoke, it's bad for you. I do it sometimes for like the aesthetic, because it's kind of nice, but yeah, it's bad for you. Don't do it. I go through like a pack in like 3 months. It's not like a regular thing for me. Yeah. Got the Mercedes watch, and then I've got my smartwatch on the other wrist. It's dumb, but you know, the Louis Vuitton glasses. Got these for $50. Got the basic ass, you know, not fancy makeup on today. It's sunny outside then. And yeah, I was in a random parking lot. So yeah, got my boots on. Love these things. I wear them to work all the time. Super comfy, super durable. They're steel-toed leather. Shout out to Angry Itch for making good boots. Better than Doc Martens, honestly. We've got the rings on today. Just the only ones I own. Actually, I have another one I never wear, but because it's like fake gold. We've got the silver chain. I don't have my like fancier necklace on. I feel like this could use more accessories, probably. Like, not like a belt, but you know, maybe some like beaded, like pearl style, like a necklace or like some bracelets or something. Or if I really wanted to get real crazy with it, you know, like the little like glasses beads. I don't have any of those. I only have like one pair of like non-sunglasses glasses that I wear. So, you know, it's not like, oh, I think it burned out again because I'm not paying attention to it. But, you know, this is so I woke up at like 12, like noon today, like 12:20, give or take. Laid in bed for like half an hour. Well, because I woke up at 7, my cat was screaming. I went to use the bathroom, found him with a taser. I don't like actually tase him. I just like shock it near him and he'll run the fuck off instead of screaming by my door for an hour for me to feed him or look at him or whatever fucking thing. New thing. He's been getting on my makeup counter and just knocking shit off of it, so I've got to clean that up, so hopefully he won't knock as much shit off of it. But, yeah. So, went to IHOP at like 2 p.m. by myself and got breakfast. I thought it was kind of fitting with like the outfit for today. Oh, I've got my, like fleece-lined tights. They're not like super winter protective, but it's better in like, you know, 40, 50 degree weather than like regular, just like polyester tights. So they're pretty nice. I'm gonna get some thicker ones at some point, but I'm not in a rush to do that. It doesn't get super cold here, luckily. Yeah. So I went to IHOP, got the same thing I always get, because they're like the only like chain breakfast place around here that has gluten-free pancakes. Because I have celiac, so I have to be gluten-free. And pretty good, like $25 after tip and everything, which like, yeah, that's a little expensive. Should I be spending money on like one meal? Probably not, but I'm gonna go get groceries tomorrow. And I didn't have any like food in my house because I always run really light. Like I try and have as little food in my house as possible typically. I don't eat out that much unless other people are paying for it typically, because it's expensive. Like yeah, it's 2 p.m. I could go to Cookout and get, you know, a whole meal for $10. But like, I don't really want that. I wanted breakfast, even though it's like 2 p.m. And then I went and got like 3 things at a discount, like organic store. Well, okay, it's usually pretty expensive, but I just buy stuff from the clearance rack. Typically they have like gluten-free bread and stuff. Like I got some like gluten-free vegan mac and cheese for like $2, which is really good. Because normally that's like $5 or $6. It's like, yeah, it's almost expired or whatever, but throw it in the freezer or whatever, it's fine. Like if I get bread, I'll buy a couple loaves when they have them and just throw them in the freezer because it's way cheaper than buying gluten-free bread like new, because you're looking $6, $7, sometimes $8 for a loaf, and you know it's small little bread because it's gluten free. Shit's expensive, especially now. So trying to, you know, do that, but gotta head home and do some cleaning after this because I have not done anything since like Christmas almost. I got the flu like right before Christmas. Did a little bit of cleaning then, just because I was feeling it. But after that, I didn't really do much. I've been busy with work, and then I'll get home and like I don't want to fuck with this. I don't feel like doing it, and then it kind of just piles up. So I gotta clean my kitchen and clean off my like desk and my workstation area in my room because I kind of just just accumulate stuff. Still good. But yeah, so I'm near Crabtree Creek Trail. I was just driving around, so I decided I was going to go to another park. It was really busy, so I just found this like random like parking lot to like part of the Greenway entrance. There's like one other car parked here. I saw I think one person go by. Because I like talking to people, don't get me wrong, but I also don't like filming random shit with other people around because that feels weird. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to do with this. I might put it on Instagram or like YouTube or something. But yeah, so Mercedes watch, Mercedes Benz. I have the box for it too. I don't have the little like pillow for it anymore. I had to take some links off. It's staying a little bit better now, but if I push it more on my wrist, it comes off. It wiggles around a little bit. I think that might just be because it's cold or something. I don't know. Or maybe I was like, I got it from my work, and I'm like always having an allergic reaction there because there's a bunch of dust everywhere. So I think my nose will be running or some shit. So maybe, you know, I was just a little inflamed when I did it that day. Who knows? Or because it was like warmer. So I don't know how skin works and like all that shit. But yeah. So yeah, just kind of, you know, got stuff to do when I get home. Nothing too crazy. Got today and tomorrow off, so I get a 2-day weekend, which is nice. I like having Mondays off, just because I'm always off Sunday, so it gives me that Sunday and Monday to, you know, 2 days to get stuff done and relax. Because if I have like one day, typically I'm either cleaning or like, you know, working on stuff the entire time, or like, you know, just like chilling and like relaxing at home, like that sort of thing. So it's like one or the other. If I only have one day, it's hard to kind of get both done typically. But when I have 2 days off, like I can, you know, go out for a little bit today, do some cleaning, and then do like the same thing, you know, the next day as well. Lets me like spread everything out a little bit more, especially since I was, you know, got such a late start on the day. I typically wake up at like 7 or 8 o'clock, so it's rare for me to sleep in till noon. But I was up until like 1 in the morning playing a game. I made a whiskey sour last night, just one, and drank that. Didn't even finish it. Drank it over the course of like 4 or 5 hours, give or take, because I made it at like 8, 9 o'clock, and I had it till like 1. Still didn't finish it. I don't really like sour stuff, so I don't know why I even made that. I was like, oh yeah, so I still don't like whiskey sours. I don't know why I made this. I just had all the stuff for it. Like, I would rather just drink straight whiskey most of the time. If it's a good whiskey, you know. If it's bad, no. Trying to cut back on soda. I'm usually pretty good on that, but I'll have like weeks every now and then where I'll have like a soda every other day, basically, and like that's a little bit too much. Like the past few days, I had like a coffee or like an energy drink or a soda or something like every day, and I had a coffee this morning at lunch or breakfast technically, but I try not to make that a habit. I don't like drinking caffeine all the time, just like I don't like doing anything. Like I don't like, you know, consuming like smoking or nicotine or anything else really, like multiple days in a row if I can help it. It gets you kind of hooked on it. It doesn't really matter what it is. Any sort of, you know, chemical or substance will do that to you, like including caffeine. I've known plenty of people who are like big caffeine addict heads, you know, like can't function like without having like a couple hundred, like 100+ milligrams of coffee every day, or, you know, caffeine, and they'll have like an energy drink or 2 every day, and it's like, that's a little much. Like, calm down. Like, you know, people getting the headaches, or like they can't, you know, do anything. I don't like that. I never want to be like that. Or, you know, the people who can't like go a few hours without smoking a cigarette, or a couple minutes without hitting their vape or whatever. No, thank you. I get the appeal to a degree. You know, you start slow and then eventually it ramps up, and suddenly you're doing it every day. I've been there before with certain things, but I'm trying to, you know, not do that. Like, aside from this, I had like one on New Year's, like after midnight, watched fireworks. It was chill, but like otherwise, that pack is probably gonna stay in my house or in my purse for the next like 3 months. Because I really only drink it smoke when I'm like with people, or like, you know, out at like a music show, something like that. Like I might have like one every now and then, or if I'm like really depressed and also drinking heavily. But I try not to do that. I've been doing pretty good lately, so haven't really needed to do that, which has been great. So New Year's been good so far. It's the 4th. I'm used to having this watch on this wrist, but since I can swap this watch to be left or right-handed, I decided to put it on my right wrist and put the Mercedes watch on my left, because it just looks a little weird if I put it on my, because the crown would be facing my elbow instead of my wrist. And if you're wearing a watch, realistically, it looks better for the crown to be facing your wrist, in my opinion. Obviously, do whatever's most comfortable for you and what, you know, you think looks the best. But I find most watches look good when the crown is pointing towards your wrist. But that's just my opinion. So. Pretty good weekend so far. Like, the weather's been good. It was raining, I think, yesterday or the day before, I believe. Well, that kind of sucked, but not too bad overall. I think it was yesterday it was raining, yeah. I got tacos for lunch yesterday because I did gas. And there's a taco truck by the gas station near my work that I really like. So I used to go to it like daily, basically. But now it's like I might go there once a month or so, just because, you know, it's like 10, 11 bucks typically. So, you know, it's a little expensive. And nothing super crazy. 3 tacos, you know, everything. I get the same thing every single time. Like, it was to the point where, like, earlier last year, I was there, like, when I didn't have my car. So in between, like, selling my shitbox Miata, my bike breaking, and then not having a car for about a month until I got my current car, which has been pretty good to me for the most part. A couple issues here and there, but pretty good. There's some stuff I gotta get fixed on it, but, you know, I'll get to it eventually. It's nothing like it's not like the engine's gonna explode or anything. It almost did, but luckily not. It's been a pretty solid car for so far. Wish the gas mileage was a little bit better, but that's what you get for getting, you know, a turbo boxer engine. It's not exactly gas mileage friendly. I think the best I get is like 17.4 on average, and that's just mostly me driving, you know, 10-15 minutes down the road for work every day. So it's mostly like, you know, city driving and not highway driving. I've gotten it up to like 22 on longer like road trips, and I've gotten it as low as like 12 or 13 when the engine was messing up, but got that fixed and now it's a fair bit better. So usually have to fill up every 2 weeks, give or take, seeing as how much I drive. I try not to drive too much. Like, when it's nicer out, I'll usually ride my bike, electric mountain bike. It's nothing super fancy. It goes like 21 miles an hour, but that's great for like riding around the Greenway, or there's a lot of bike lanes, especially around downtown, and there's some near my house as well. So that's pretty convenient. Like, I've ridden my bike to work before. It takes like 40 minutes instead of like 10-15, but if I have the time, it's not that bad. Plus, you know, it's a little bit of exercise. I like to go outside when I can instead of just being cooped up in my house all day. Even if it's just like run into the store or like grabbing something to eat and then hanging out in a park or taking pictures or something. My camera is currently dead. I gotta put new batteries in it. It died. I brought it out on New Year's and took some pictures, and I just haven't had a chance to swap new batteries in it. It takes AA batteries, but I have rechargeable AA batteries that I use, so that's really convenient. It's an old camera from like 2004. It's nothing fancy. It's just a cheap point and shoot from then. You get them for like 10-15 bucks now, but they were like 100 when they came out. So all in all, not that bad. But yeah, it's honestly pretty nice out, especially with like the sun shining on me. It's not that bad. It's what, like 51, 52 degrees outside, give or take. It's not super windy, so that's nice. Like no clouds to the sky. Last night it was really pretty because there was a lot of the like thin clouds. I forget what those are called. Stratus, maybe? It's fucking all of my cloud knowledge is from like 4th grade science class, so I don't remember most of it now. I remember some of the cloud names, but I don't know what they look like per se. So, yeah. Oh, there's a bike going real fast over there. There's like a major road, like right over there. So, yeah. No, it was really, like, I took a couple pictures of the moon, although it really never does it justice. It makes me want to get, like, a real fancy, like camera, like, setup just for that, but I'm like, I don't want to spend all the money on that. That's a lot of extra work for just, like, getting better moon pictures. But it was really pretty, like, full moon, basically. I don't remember what the moon cycle is right now, but I think it's full or close to full moon. So that was really nice, and, like, there was just, like, a little bit of thin cloud cover, and like the moon shining through. Oh, it was beautiful. We had like a blood moon a few months ago. I think back in like October maybe. Oh my god, that was beautiful because it was just giant and it was like bright, like orangish red. Oh my god, it looked amazing. I tried to get some pictures of it, but like, you know, it really doesn't do it justice. You just can't get the quality on your phone as your, you know, your own eyes see, unfortunately. I wish, but you know. So, that's nice. Yeah, grandma dress, kinda. I have a couple other, like, things like this. My clothing style is very chaotic, because I'll go from, like, basically, like, you know, a hooker outfit to, you know, shit like this. And I like both. It depends on the weather and what I'm doing. But sometimes I want something more simple and basic. Like, yeah, would this dress look a little bit better if it was, like, snatched to my waist more? Maybe. But honestly, I kind of like how it's a little bit big. I got 2 new pairs of pants. Both of them are too big. One's a pair of cargo pants, and there's, like, black, like, ripped jeans, except there's, like literally, like, sequins and stuff, like, sewn into where, the rips are. A little bit big. Both of them are. But, like, you know, a belt helps, and they both have stretchy waistbands. But they fit, they look good, and with a belt they fit great. Like, gain more weight, it'll fit better. I don't really want to, but yeah, it's good, I guess. I try and eat relatively healthy. This doesn't help, obviously, but that's also why I try and kind of keep it to a minimum if I can, because, you know, don't want to be smoking every day. Don't smoke in general, it's bad for your lungs. Pretty much inhaling anything that isn't air is bad for your lungs. Doesn't matter if it's, you know, like a weed vape or, you know, like regular weed or cigarettes or fake cigarette. It doesn't really matter what it is. Campfire smoke. It doesn't matter what you're inhaling. Even like water vapor to a degree could be bad for you if you do it too much. Like, you know, people who work in like some of the power plants and stuff get fucking like popcorn lung from all of the water vapor in the air. So shouldn't really be inhaling anything that's not air. Like, I have some like mucus problems, which is probably from me smoking, not necessarily cigarettes, but just in general for a while. So I really need to stop doing it altogether, which I probably will in the next, you know, few months, realistically. Oh, there's a bunch of cyclists out. There's like 10 of them. I can see from the road. It's a nice day. It's sunny out. It's a little chilly, but, you know, I've ridden in like 20-degree weather before, and that's manageable. So I imagine, you know, 50 with the sun out is pretty nice, especially with full gear and everything. I think I have a motorcycle helmet in the back of my car. I'm not sure. I haven't looked in my trunk. It might be in there. That or it's in my house, but I think it's in the trunk of my car because I heard it rolling around earlier, unless that was something else in there. Who knows? I got random shit in my car most of the time. So, yeah. Plus, like, my thing, I don't really like vaping. It makes me feel bad. Cigarettes make me feel bad too sometimes, but I like the flavor on them more. Like, cigars are nice. Like, you know, like a good cigar and like a good like whiskey or something. Nice sipping tequila, something like that. It's good combo. Just like sit out on the porch, watch the stars or something for a little bit. That's always a little relaxing. But even then, not something you want to make a habit out of. Just still bad for you. Unfortunately, living life in general, there's just shit that's bad for you. Taking hot showers is technically bad for you, but also taking cold showers is bad for you. So it's like, no matter what you do, you're fucking something up in one way or another. But I don't know. Never know how long you'll be here, so enjoy it while you can. But that doesn't also mean, you know, absolutely ruin your health in your 20s, because then you'll be kind of fucked over in your, you know, 40s, 50s, 60s. If you make it that long, you know, not everybody does. Who knows if I will? Hopefully, you know, you'd like to live a long life. I want to be that crazy old lady in my, like, 70s, you know? Like, I want to live to that. Provided the world, like, you know, doesn't explode before then. It's, you know, all the bullshit going on constantly. But it's not like that's exactly new. There's been bullshit going on for decades. It's just the human experience, I guess. Yeah, I don't really smoke a lot of cigarettes. I used to smoke CBD cigarettes. I still have some, like, in my purse and in my car. And the flavor on those is honestly pretty good. But when I have, like, a regular tobacco cigarette over it, I tend to prefer that. But it doesn't really matter. It's not, like, for the nicotine high or anything. It's just for I like doing something while I talk sometimes, or that sort of thing. My hands are starting to cold. Oh, I was gonna put gloves on because I've got my, like, fancy, like, leather, like, grandma gloves. That's kind of how I see them. I keep them in my car typically. They're, like, right over there. But they've got, like, furls on the, like, the wrist that are literally just like a zipper. It's just a bunch of, like, zipper material, like, kind of, like, all bunched up into, like, a flowy pattern, which is pretty cool. Yeah. I'm not gonna leave this here. I'm gonna put it in my car. I don't like littering or, like, leaving cigarette butts on the ground. I feel bad for doing that. So, like, you know, I'll put them out, but I'm not gonna. There we go. It's empty. This is my car. I'll, you know, throw it out when I get home or something. I don't enjoy just leaving them on the ground. I feel bad doing that. Littering is not good. Like, I can't even, like, recycle at like, my house because we just don't have one. Both my current apartment and the one I lived in before, neither of them had a recycling. At least not one that was, like, easy to get to. So it was just the, like, regular trash. Which, to be fair, the whole, like, recycling industry, at least in America, is kind of a scam anyway. Because, like, a lot of the, like, big companies, like, lobby to, like, say they're recyclable, but it's, like, really complicated and, like, oh, that one has the logo on it, but that number means it can't actually be fully recycled, or, like, you have to, like, do stuff to it. And, like, when you think about, like, aluminum cans, a lot of them have plastic inside, which makes recycling them harder, and it's just a bunch of other shit like that that makes it, like, yeah, you know, I want to be a good person and try and recycle as much as I can, but, like, realistically, most of that stuff I recycle isn't even going to get recycled anyway, because we just don't quite have the infrastructure for it. Like, I've known at, like, jobs I've worked at before, they'll have, you know, recycling and trash, and they all just go in the same place. They just all get thrown in the trash, which is, like, I feel like you're kind of deceiving people there, because, you know, you have people trying to do the right thing, but it doesn't really matter, because it's still all ended up in the landfill anyway, which is just, like, that kind of sucks. But the whole, like, recycling industry in general is pretty shady in the U.S. and it's most of the world, from what I believe. Some countries are better than others, and, like, some states are better than others, but here, at least, it's kind of shit. The whole, you know, consumerism and capitalism of all sorts of things is bad objectively. It's not good for, you know, people or the environment or, you know, all sorts of things, unfortunately, but that's just how it is. Not much one individual person can do, but I feel like you should still try and do as much as you can, realistically. Things are getting harder for people in general. Like, my generation has just been fucked, like, every which way possible at this point. Hopefully, you know, that changes over time, and some of the old people start, you know, leaving this earth, and redistributing things, hopefully, or, you know, it's just gonna get worse. We'll fucking see. I do what I can, but it's not like living as a 20-year-old in 2026 is easy, per se. You know, if I was born 50 years ago, I would probably be doing much better, realistically, both financially, like, you know, financially and like that in general. Like, you know, someone my age, or, you know, a little bit older than me, let's say born in like the 40s or 50s, even like, you know, the 60s and 70s, like, you're gonna have so many more opportunities to do the same things. Like, we might work harder and still make less than what you were doing, you know, a couple decades ago, which is just unfortunate, how things kind of got fucked over like that. So I know it's not great everywhere in the world. Certainly have some benefits of being a white person in America, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of other things that like could be better. I feel like it's good to admit like your privilege, which I do have some, but like just in general things kind of suck in certain aspects, unfortunately. You know, look what our government's doing all the fucking time lately. It's not like that shit like that hasn't been going on before, but it's just so public now, and people see like all the bullshit happening, and still like nobody gives a fuck, or if you do, it's like, okay, so what, we're just gonna keep doing it anyway. And that part kind of sucks, unfortunately. Can really only hope for the best, but kind of expect the worst, at least currently. Well, hopefully, you know, that will change, and I try and do my part the best I can to help with that, but you know, there's only so much you can do. But yeah, I don't know, I wanted to record a little thing. I'll probably edit this together. I did not mean to record for like 30 fucking minutes, but I kind of just start talking, you know. So I'll probably put this on YouTube or something, because I cannot upload this on Instagram. It's too long for that. I might upload the little like first bit or something, but yeah. So hope y'all have a good, you know, January and like 2026, and just general. Hopefully things work out for everybody. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta go home now. I gotta get stuff done. So have a good one. This was fun.